Hey Pisceans, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your first half of October general reading. So your meditation was short, sweet, and somewhat mysterious. So the first thing that I saw, it's really prominent dragonfly energy for you the first half of this month. So dragonfly energy is about dream time. It's about illusion and deception versus clarity. So dragonfly energy most closely equates to that of the Ace of Swords in the Tarot, which is that big truth, big realization, cutting through any illusion or deception or foggy brain, right? So that's at the forefront for you. And then I saw this dragonfly in the nighttime in front of this body of water. And then I was taken to, it all seems random really, but it felt very random. I was taken to Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. And I heard the song When I Grow Up. I'm not positive who that's by. Maybe Pussycat Dolls, but I don't really know. It's not really my genre. But I heard that whole like, when I grow up, I want to be something famous. And then I heard that, I know I'm really telling this really well, but the lyric, the lyric that seemed to matter was be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So I saw an image of someone walking down Rodeo Drive with a bunch of shopping bags. And then I saw the page turning and it felt like I was looking at like the story of your life or your book, right? And then I saw like someone alone in the darkness and I saw the page turn. And then I saw all these pages start to turn. All these pages start to turn. And then I was left kind of with, at the end of the book, and then I saw, and just go with me on this, I saw a jelly bean, like a pink jelly bean, like a little jelly belly bean. And it was funny because you as the Piscean collective, it was kind of like Jack and the Beanstalk, except your own jelly bean. And I saw you see this jelly bean and pick it up. And it was like, nobody else could really understand, like, what's the big deal about this jelly bean? Why are you so excited about it? But you picked it up and it was like, it was as if it was the thing that you had been waiting for. It was the best thing in the world. You know, I feel like there is an opportunity or something, realization, opportunity, idea, something coming to you that is so, only you are going to be able to see the true value of it, truly appreciate it, or birth it into the world. But it's something that is very unique to you and your energy signature. You know, back to this Ace of Swords aspect and all of that, and the realization and the writing and the clarity. I do feel like this is something that's coming to you that is going to propel you forward and really dictate your path in a way that is curated to you and only you. It feels incredibly important to say. It's like you and only you. So really, really interesting. We're looking at jelly beans. Let's go ahead and see what your cards say. Hey Pisceans, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the first half of October. Let's see what's going on. Animal energy for Pisceans for, very, very nice. Listen, whenever a water sign gets an earthy energy like the elk, I'm always happy to see it because this always comes as a welcome friend. So earth energy with the elk here. Now this most closely equates to that of the emperor, which is interesting in the tarot. Very, very interesting because the emperor is that, you know, patriarchal big papa energy that is, you know, responsible for taking care, you know, of his family, of optimization, of getting things handled, as it were. When you need something handled, call the emperor. But what's really interesting with this is that the emperor is a bit of a solitary energy in a certain respect because the weight of his own responsibility and those around him weighs on his shoulders. So it's like there's only one head that can wear the crown. It's that kind of idea, right? So what's really interesting with that is that we're seeing an energy that is particular to you, that is curated for you. And then we have the emperor, which is like the only one who can really do his job. So it's very interesting with that. You know, elk energy also in terms of medicine is about, you know, groundedness, protection, sure-footedness, confidence, and inner peace, right? But it's the inner peace that comes from, you know, feeling grounded and confident. So that's really, really interesting here that it's coming through for you. Whenever I get the elk in a reading, when I'm reading for myself or looking at what's coming up for me, my reaction to the elk energy is like, whoosah, everything gonna be all right. It's the feeling that I get from the elk key. So I'm always really, really happy when that comes up. It's really beautiful. Let's see what's going on. Ooh. Duh. So Page of Wands. So really brilliant here. Traditionally more fire here, right? But traditionally speaking, when I say more fire, I guess this is earth, but I'm feeling the fire like from the antlers, if you see those colors with the eclipsed sun there. And, you know, Page of Wands, traditionally speaking, this is that young beginner's energy, childlike energy, childhood energy of that creative spark, of courage, of daring, of taking a chance on something, this can be whatever action that you're taking towards your dream and or idea that really excites you, a relationship that you're passionate about, and really work that is directly tied to your soul purpose. It's interesting though, because this came out in the reverse. And, you know, I kind of want to read this, like, when we see this, like, you know, it's Edgar Allan Poe deck. So, you know, we're on an adventure for this round for October. But whenever you see, like, this devil flying here and it's like the devil on your shoulder trying to take your candle and running away, I feel like there's been a part of you that has either been resistant or unsure of stepping fully into the spotlight in some way, shape, or form. Fully allowing yourself to be seen, fully taking a risk, fully taking a gamble on yourself, having all of the courage needed or desired with which to move down your path with confidence and purpose. The fact that that came out reverse, and this is really coming up for you because I feel like there's, when I say like sure-footedness, and then we have this guy that's on one foot, like running away with the debt, right? I feel like this is representing your fears or the aspects within you that have questioned your self-worth or your ability to really be accepted or appreciated as you are. I keep hearing that, as you are, specific to you, curated for you, right? Interesting. Oh, really? Right. So we have the Ace of Wands here. Now I can say more fire. You know, this is really fascinating because remember how I saw the book and the pages getting turned, and then we have all these books here with the pages? Very interesting. Writing your story. You know, Ace of Wands is about that big burst of energy. It's that creative spark. It's like, oh my God, I feel really passionate about this and I'm really excited to start it, right? Whatever that is, whether it's an idea you're researching, an idea that you're cultivating and thinking about, a relationship that's just beginning that gets you really excited. But I want to talk about the flame here and how the flame is really a rather precious element, right? I don't know how he's running and keeping that candle lit, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where in order to keep it going, right? If you're looking at like a bonfire situation, you have to feed it. You have to give it air, right? Give it life. But it's also work to contain it. You've got to watch, do not leave a burning candle unattended, kids. You know what I mean? Because bad things can happen. So I really feel like we're looking at the work of transformation and then the aspect within you that has been a little reticent or fearful or unsure of your own flame, your own contribution in the world, and your own ability to cultivate your own unique spark and visibility point. I feel like this is coming up for review. I also feel like all of these books as well are kind of like, okay, well, let's take a look and really ask you, like, what is it that you want? What do you want to leave behind? What is it that really matters? And how is your fear, right? Or, you know, your own perceived limitations keeping you from standing fully in the light of your own potential. Okay? Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so here we have the Three of Wands. More fire. I'm shocked, except not really. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. So what's really, really fascinating here is that the Three of Wands is, we were talking about what's keeping you from moving forward with your potential, standing in the full light, right? And then we have this ship that obviously is in need of a renovation, right? He's got some holes in the I don't know, the deck here. It's like falling apart, right? And then we have this great ship, and this sailor person is like, I need to cross this chasm, right, in order to get to this ship on the other side. And this very much feels like what we're looking at for you, where it's like, how can we cross? How can we make a bridge from what is not working, a bridge from, you know, what has been holding you back, a bridge from the ship that is not quite optimized to you over to the one that is just for you, right? Stocked with those pink jelly beans. It's like, how do I get from here to there? Now, traditionally, The Two of Wands is about the foundation that you build, right? And it's about getting that really aligned so that the Three of Wands can happen for you and people step in to help you. They want to collaborate with you. They want to promote you. They want to recommend you. The, you know, word gets out about what you're doing. It's like you set the you have the, right? So this is all, the Ace of Wands is that spark of creative desire or idea or being connected to your soul purpose, right? Two of Wands is setting that foundation, right? And being prepared and ready, doing all the work, doing all the groundwork. And then Three of Wands happens and it's like, woo, now it's really time to fly, right? The planning stage is over. Now it's time to really move forward and bring my stuff out into the light, right? What I'm really noticing here, Pisces, is that we got the Page of Wands, running away from your own flame and courage, right? Ace of Wands, divine spark, the books that are yet unwritten. To the Three of Wands. Where's the Two? I feel like that's where you've been. I feel like you've been at the Two of Wands. But it's really interesting how I'm just really drawn to the fact that there's no two here and it's like implied, right? I guess if you hold these together with the Page and the Ace, it's like 2 to the 3, but there's something here around the 2 that's calling for your attention. That's going, okay, well, where's the 2? Is there an aspect of your foundation or something that has been in process that you are like, is it one step forward and a couple steps back? Is it feeling unsure? Is it not having the support you need? Is it distractions from other things? Like what is this exactly, right? Is the feeling that I get. You know, I want to say to you, because I'm getting an image of that book that was, you know, the Nothing Left in the Book and then the jelly bean. You know, I would say to you as well, because that whole jelly bean really gave me Jack and the Beanstalk energy. When I think about Jack and the Beanstalk, wasn't he sent, I don't know the story incredibly well, but wasn't Jack sent to the market by his mom to go buy a cow or something? Or go buy, I think it was a cow. And then instead he came back with these magic beans and his mom was like, are you insane? Gave him a good wallop, kicked him out the house and said, how are we gonna eat with some magic beans? You can't believe you spent that money on some beans. But it was his courage. It was taking that risk and seeing a potential that his mom couldn't, right? That actually led to planting these beans and the beanstalk growing. And him being the one that was able to climb it, having the courage to climb the beanstalk. That's what it is. The courage, and this is like the beanstalk with the candle, the courage to climb the beanstalk. This is the chasm, right? Now, did he get into some trouble when he climbed the beanstalk? Yeah, but it's all the price of doing business. You know what I mean? There's a lot of treasure up there. He didn't come away with nothing. It also changed who he was. It was a journey, an adventure. He said, I'm not going to just live by these rules, Mom. I'm not going to just do what you say. I'm going to see an opportunity and act on it and be brave. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I know that life is about taking risks, and without risks, there's no reward, right? What is your own personal beanstalk that you're being called to climb? It's really interesting. You know, the fact that it was a pink jelly bean as well. You know, pink is green is the color of the heart chakra, but pink is also the color of our emotions and how we feel. And as a Piscean, right, with this big ocean chasm here, how are your feelings? How balanced are you feeling in your heart space, in your center? Because if that's imbalanced, then we're not going to be able to keep this candle lit, right? Sometimes our feelings, especially when they're strong, when they're large and in charge, can really snuff out any flame of creativity or productivity or ideas or courage, because the feelings can really take center stage. And again, they're going to snuff out the flame and keep us from really moving forward. Because remember, flames equal action, right? Something in that for you. I really want to get advice. Let's get advice. Advice for the Pisces. You know, I really want to say that this devil here is your own inner devil, right? It's that inner saboteur. It's that inner part of you that goes like, I'm not worthy. I can't do this. This isn't going to work out. Is it ever going to get, like, all those human aspects, right? Okay, let's get some advice. Oh, hello and goodbye and hello again. Your advice is temperance. Really though? Your advice is to enact balance? We're just talking about balanced emotions. And then we have the water going from one cup to the other. You know, this is about balance. It's about patience. It's about spiritual alignment, right? You know, you're really being asked to step into some wellness for your soul and your emotions and your body. Mind, body, spirit wellness. That's what temperance is. That's what that triangle is all about. Mind, body, spirit wellness. You're being called to enact this for yourself because I feel like you're here to do something, to make your piece of the world better than how you found it, to realize your vision. You're here with this Emperor energy. You have a job to do. You have a job to do. Right? And it's something that is related to your soul mission as to why you're here. This isn't arbitrary. This isn't just like punching in the clock. And this is a career. It's a purpose. It's a mission, right? That's also temperance energy, right? This is aligned with your soul purpose and moving from that place of you know, soul speak. It's really interesting here. You know, the iris flower as well, for me, represents what's Aquarius energy, right? Which speaks of, it's the star key. It's great hope, great faith, great love, and being in the spotlight. Wish fulfillment, right? Again, when this is your advice, you're really being asked to be kind to yourself, to come into balance. And again, I'm hearing for you, balance those emotions, Pisces. Balance those emotions. Now, that's going to look different for different people. I feel like, you know, sometimes balancing your emotions looks like feeling the full extent of them and then releasing them. Right? Just acknowledging that they're there and really not being afraid to jump into that deep sea of them and you know, really process and, you know, what is that word I'm looking for? I want to say detoxify, but that's not the word, but just sort of release, right? You know, I feel like there's also an energy around this when we talk about, you know, coming into a balance emotionally and mind, body, spirit as well, where one person's, you know, detoxification is what I'm thinking of, is another person's like, you know, stepping into towards that flame and going, no, I feel, you know, I know how I feel. I want to, you know, be a little bit more free from those feelings that are large and in charge, and really steep into my confidence and really embrace the flame within me and really take action and follow it up, take idea, follow it up with action, take action, follow it up with further action, right? But what I'm feeling here as well is divinely inspired action, right? So taking action that is divinely inspired, not coming from an ego state or what you should do or what is the quote smart move, but really aligning yourself where you're able to really stay connected to your intuition. As a Piscean, you have the ability to do this, right? Did you know that I have met a lot of people, obviously, that are empaths in my life? I have never met a Pisces that isn't also an empath. It's true. I've never met a Pisces that isn't also an empath. In my experience, for some reason, if you incarnate as a Pisces, it's like an empath. So you don't have to be Pisces to be an empath, or you don't have to be an empath. Well, you know what I mean. Every Pisces is an empath, but not every empath is a Pisces. I was like, are you going to get it out, girl? But yes, that's really what I'm feeling for you. Really looking at how this mind, body, spirit balance and connection is achieved for you, and then really embracing it. Also with that rainbow, with all the chakras there as well, it's really a call for alignment and balance, because your hello, your happiness, your best life is on the other side of you doing that. Did you just get the Phoenix for your oracle, which is more fire and flame? Resurrection, surrender to change. That I couldn't say, I really couldn't say it better myself. I really couldn't. With all these flames here, right? The Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. This is really beautiful. You know, our relationship to change often dictates how successful we are. Because what did Darwin say? That the species who survive are the ones that are most adaptable, which means they're the best with change. Look at this running away from this, right? Remember, it was in reverse. It's like, How are your fears or your lack of confidence or, your emotions, keeping you from achieving a state of, balanced purpose and fully realized joy, right? Resurrection, surrender to change. If this resonates with you, you're going to know, because this is an aspect of you that goes like, I know that there something is not right. Something does not feel balanced. I need to really make some shifts and changes, right? And I do feel a lot of fear in this, or a lot of just feeling tired or downtrodden. So really working with this Phoenix energy, which also kind of, equates to the Death key, but also equates to a Six of Swords key, where it's like, okay, I am willing to look at what is not working. I'm willing to look at my pain. I'm willing to look at my emotions and what they're telling me. And I'm willing to look at what really matters to me and how I can be more courageous in my life. Because that courage is going to be rewarded. Absolutely, with this Emperor and the Temperance here, because it is connected to your soul purpose. You are onto something with this. It's really beautiful, Pisces. So with that being said, I'm wishing you a most blessed first half of October. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. And please like, share, and subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so, so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.